Hey, you guys. Ooh, my book. Ooh, Gravity. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, guys. We had to start this over because Scott was over here misbehaving, but not Oreo Jr. Jr. He's here. He's on vacay and he's ready to play. Period. He's a rapper now. So, guess what we're doing today?
We're going on the case.
Period. We are open. We're open. We're wide open. We're doing big things. It's fun. It's fun. Now, of course, as always. Oh, did y'all see my little set that I have set up? It's this cute little sparkly ghost. I've been playing around at Five Below. And my dinosaur puzzle, period. That's y'all background for today. So anyway, let me put him up. So as always, it's you guys, it's Scott, it's me, and we're on the case. Now, Scott, have you looked at the title?
I did.
The title is What Do Sherlock, Kanye West, and the Hawk Tuah Girl Have in Common? What do you guys think? Put in the comments if you have any thoughts of what they have in common. Scott, do you have any thoughts about what they may have in common that is YouTube appropriate? That is YouTube appropriate.
They all adopted a puppy.
Maybe they did. I don't know. I doubt if Sherlock did, but whatever. No. But do you want to know what they have in common?
I do.
This story, in reality, nothing. Okay. In reality, they ain't got not a damn thing in common. Okay. But for the purposes of this story and where my mind went, is there's a Mr. West in this story. And also there are people trying to come back from something bad that happened.
Okay.
Okay. Like Mr. Kanye West and Miss Hawk Tuah, not Sherlock. Scott, what was the last bad thing Kanye West did? There's a lot.
I don't know. Mismatched the socks.
Sometimes you do that. No, he how do I say this and keep it YouTube appropriate or any platform appropriate? He decided to make a record about putting his cousin's nether regions in his mouth. The Laotians call it om some koi. Om some koi. He was oming some koi, his cousin's koi. Do you know what Hawk Tuah is in trouble for, or what she's even known for? Because she was just like a random chick on the street until she wasn't.
Talking about doing such things.
Sticking somebody's nether regions in her mouth, but spitting on it first. But they both got in trouble. Kanye just because of he's been doing a lot. He's like a 2-year-old with a butter knife, baby, just running around, just hitting them sockets. And Hawk Tuah decided to do a meme coin, and it didn't make no money. She made some money, but the rest of the people did not. So I feel like if them two people come together about putting people's nether regions in their mouth, make a song, I think there's some redemption going on there.
Okay.
Period. Just like this dude in this story today thought he could do something crazy, something a little strange to make that change for redemption. You ready to hear it?
Sure.
Y'all ready to hear it? Here we go. Let me get my notes because I'm really bad at remembering what the hell be going on. So here we go. Okay, so this is the case or the adventure, I'm sorry, of the Bruce-Partington Plans, okay? Do you know what the Bruce-Partington Plans are, Scott? Probably not, because I didn't know until I read this story. Okay, so Sherlock and Watson and us, of course, always us, we're hanging out in the house, 221B Baker Street. And Sherlock, for the first, it's crappy outside. The outside is trash. It's foggy. It's raining. It's cloudy. It's depressing. It's just a lot going on. So Sherlock is like, I ain't going outside. Neither is Oreo Jr. I'm going to just stay here. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to, do some chemistry, and for a couple of days, it worked well for him. But after a while, he started getting really restless, and Watson was like, "Oh my God, this man about to start." You know what Sherlock does when he gets a little bored. He he don't own no koi. He just goes to a little powder. Honey. He get a little powder in him. So Watson's getting a little worried, and Sherlock makes a comment, and he's like, "Dude, if I was a criminal, I would be out in them streets right now, just wrecking shop on crime. I would just be out there just doing every kind of crime. It's foggy out. The weather's bad. Ain't nobody really gonna stop you because the police ain't trying to be out here. Ain't nobody trying to be out here. They should be out here doing crimes. So then I can crack the case because I'm bored and I'm about to, And so Watson's like, ugh. So all of a sudden, a telegram comes. Period. And guess who it's from?
I can't remember his name, but it's probably not even who it is, but it's his brother.
It is. It actually is his brother. Oh my God. I started to use Mycroft. That's my boo. Mycroft is my boo. I love me some Mycroft. I am a big fan of Mycroft Holmes. Okay. That is my boo. So, here comes a telegram from Mycroft. And so Sherlock is like, man, this is real out of character for the homie over here. Because, Mycroft don't like too many people. Mycroft just be minding his own business at the Diogenes Club. And speaking of Diogenes Club, I talked about the Diogenes Club, but I forgot. I'm actually a big fan of Diogenes as a philosopher. He's like my favorite philosopher. If y'all want a good kiki and a good laugh at somebody who literally just dragged the hell out of the government, go over there and see my homie Diogenes and go understand why Mycroft decided that was what he was going to name his little club. So, Mycroft don't be bothering nobody. But today he needed Holmes. He's like, Holmes, I'm on my way. I need some help with this case. And Holmes is like, he's smarter than me. What the hell he need me to help him for? But he was like, okay. He was like, we got to figure this out. So first of all, he looks at Watson and us. And he's like, did I ever tell y'all what Mycroft does for a living? Because it's not just the Diogenes Club. I can tell you. I can assure you.
That was it.
This man got a club where can't nobody talk. So, you can only, if you get caught talking 3 times, you got to go. So do you know what he does? Do y'all know what he does?
Maybe it's a tube supplier.
Okay, that's close. So, Sherlock is looking at Watson. He's like, did I ever tell you what my brother do for a living? And Watson's like, nah, I don't know nothing about what he do. You said he is an interpreter or something. And Sherlock was like, nah. It's my brother, honey. You know who I am. So if I'm who I am, he's better than that. So basically, he was like, my brother is the government. He the government, okay? Anytime the government do something, they go to Mycroft for approval. Huh?
Okay.
He the feds. Huh? And I'm going to read you the part. Because, hey, this is why he my boo. It recalls nothing to my mind, but that Mycroft should break out in this erratic fashion. A planet might as well leave its orbit because Mycroft is not social, baby. By the way, do you know what Mycroft is? I had a vague recollection of an explanation at the time of the adventure of the Greek interpreter. You told me that he had some small office under the British government. Sherlock chuckled. I didn't know you quite so well in those days. Okay, he can keep a secret, baby. One has to be discreet when one talks of matters of high state. You are right to think that he is under the British government. You would also be right in a sense if you said that occasionally he is the British government. Period, Mycroft. My dear Holmes, I thought it might surprise you. Mycroft draws 450 pounds a year, which is a lot back then. Don't forget, this is like the 1800s. 450. Like today, you would not make it. Okay, you would be living in strife today. But this is like hundreds of years ago. 450 was good for a year. He draws 450 pounds a year, remains a subordinate, has no ambitions of any kind, period. Mycroft will receive neither honor nor title, period, honey, but remains the most indispensable man in the country. But how? Well, his position is unique. He has made it for himself. There has never been anything like it before, nor will be again. He has the tidiest and most orderly brain with the greatest capacity for storing facts. I wonder if he got photographic memory. I need that. Of any man living. The same great powers which I have turned to the detection of crime, he uses for this particular business. The conclusions of every department are passed to him. Period. Okay, honey. Okay, before they can make it into law, it got to go to Mycroft. Okay, before it can be a signature assigned, it go to Mycroft. He like the secretary of the secretaries. Okay, that's what Mycroft is doing. Scott, you dig it? Can y'all dig it? He is the government, and he is my boo. And he is the central exchange, the clearinghouse, which makes out the balance. All other men are specialists, but his specialism is omniscience. Okay. We will suppose that a minister needs information as to point which involves the Navy, India, Canada, and the biometallic question. I don't know what none of that meant, so don't feel bad if you don't. This government talk. He could get his separate advices from various departments upon each, but only Mycroft can focus them all and say offhand how each factor could affect the other. This man is a genius. Mycroft might have been the Einstein of the government, period. They begin by using him as a shortcut, a convenience. Now he has made himself an essential. In that great brain of his, everything is pigeonholed and can be handed out in an instant. So, they got this little cliff note down here, this little note right here. I'm going to just tell y'all what it say. It got a little asterisk on it. It say Mycroft functions as what we could call today a rational database. He is the computer, baby. Before computers, Mycroft was the computer. And my boo. Again and again, his word has decided the national policy. He lives in it. He thinks of nothing else save win. As an intellectual exercise, he unbends it if I call upon him and ask him to advise me on one of my little problems. But Jupiter is descending today. Yes, bring Jupiter. What on earth can it mean? Who is Arthur West and what is he to Mycroft? Now, there go Mr. West right there. Okay, there go Mr. West. I'm not going to say Arthur. We just going to say Kanye, or not Kanye. We just going to call him Mr. West, and we going to keep it pushing. So Holmes is over there like, wait, he sent me this letter. He's saying this dude is in it. Mycroft is the government. Why would the government need to call me for help when this man's smarter than me? He that dude. So he's like, something's going on, and I don't know what it is. So Watson is like, I heard that Mr. West name before. Where have I heard? Oh, let me get this newspaper. So he pulls out the newspaper, and there is the story of Mr. West. So Mr. West was taking his fiancee, Miss Westbury, to a movie, or to a play, I should say, to a play. They were going to a play. And all of a sudden, he jumps out of the little stagecoach thingy. He pulls her out. He's like, girl, I gotta go. And just runs off into the darkness. And she's just standing there like, are we still going to the play or no? Nah, baby. So, he runs off, as they're going to the theater. And out of nowhere, he don't tell her nothing. He just jumps out the stagecoach and honey, he Forrest Gumps it. He's off. He's running. Okay. So the next day, they found his body on some train tracks. With a couple of things. They said that he did not get robbed because his wallet was in his pocket. The ticket stubs, he didn't even leave her the ticket stubs. He just jumped out the ride and kept going. He was like, okay, girl, well, we'll do this later. I got other things to do. The ticket stubs were still there. And then there was a packet of papers, like some government papers. And so, that's all they had thus far. So Sherlock is like, okay, I'm up to date. I got this. I know what's going on. I'm up to speed. I'm not Mycroft up to speed, but I'm up to speed enough to when he get here, I'm not totally lost. I won't be blindsided. So, Mycroft comes and Inspector Lestrade is here, but maybe they just needed him to be there. He don't really have no point in this story because it's mostly us doing all, we gonna solve this one. I don't even know why Lestrade name got dropped in here. So, Mycroft comes in and he's like, so we found this dude, Mr. West, unalive. He did dropped off his fiance in the middle of nowhere, ran off, and now he unalived, and we didn't found these papers, the Bruce-Partington papers. And he was like, do you know what that is? And Sherlock is like, why the hell? Like, sir, you work for the government. You're the government. Why would I just know all y'all plans like that? Like, I'm a detective, baby. This ain't me. And so Mycroft was like, it's Navy ship secrets. Okay. And so Sherlock is like, I don't know what the big deal is. You found the papers on his body. And Mycroft was like, that's the problem. There are supposed to be 10 pieces of paper. They only found 7 pieces of paper. We think somebody got them. Also, he ain't even supposed to have the paper. He ain't got keys to the safe where they were. He wasn't supposed to have none of it. Why the hell is he just running off and leaving his woman here and taking the ticket stubs with him? Like, it's a mystery. Okay, we got to figure this out. We got to figure out how he got the papers, how he stole them, because it's theft, because he wasn't supposed to have them. We got to figure out, like where the 3 papers are, because we need them. Those are government secrets. And that's all we really need to figure out. And so Sherlock is looking at Mycroft like, I love that you're involving me here, but you're smarter than me. So what the hell do you need me for? Scott, why do you think Mycroft wants him there? What y'all think?
Misdirection of some sort.
Nah, Mycroft said, Sherlock, I'm big and tall. Meaning he's tall and he a big dude. He was like, and I don't like to move around too much. I use this to move around. I use my mind. He was like, who the hell do I look like? Being the government, getting out a, what is this called? A monocule? No. Magnifying glass. Looking for clues. Who do I look like talking to people? Like, you can't even talk in my club without getting put out. Who the hell do I look like talking to people to get some clues? Like, I'm not doing all that. My name is Mycroft, and I am the government, and I don't do all that. So I'm just going to delegate it to you, sir, to do it. Why don't you go ahead and make yourself useful to the state? Because they need somebody like you. They need a hero, baby. And so Sherlock was like, okay, I'll do it for the love, baby. Because he was like, they'll put you in the paper or something. And he was like, Sherlock was like, I don't need all that. I'll do it for the love. I'll do it for the love. Since you want to be lazy. So, off we go on the case. Now, this ain't gonna be long after this because it's mostly like Sherlock just kind of picking up clues and stuff. So we just gonna go down these clues real quick and knock it on out. Here we go.
All right.
So Sherlock is like, tell me the two people, because there was only two people that had keys to the safe where these papers, these top secret government papers were stored. And so, the official guardian was Sir James Walters, who was a decorated official. He was high up there in the government. He could be trusted with them government secrets, okay? He left the office in the afternoon after the office closed. And he spent the rest of the day, with his homie, Admiral Sinclair, he don't matter, and his brother, Valentine Walter. Okay, because his name, James Walter, his brother named Valentine Walter. They was all kicking it and hanging out, probably having some beers, maybe down to the Diogenes Club. Who knows? And then the second person was a senior clerk named Sidney Johnson, who had the bomb reputation. Like, this man is flawless. He's stellar. He can get a job anywhere. He can get good credit anywhere. So, he left and went home to his wife, and he said he, never gave his key to nobody. So, also we got to point out that Mr. West he had 10 years of good service. He had a good record. He was known for popping off a little bit, but he kept it real funky. He told the truth. But he did not have keys, okay? So Sherlock is like, okay, good, I got it. So Sherlock is like, y'all go ahead, like, Mycroft going back to the Diogenes Club. Lestrade, come on with me. We got some stuff to look up. So they head on out to the train tracks where this dude was found, because he was found with his head bashed on some train tracks. So they went to the train tracks where he was found. And Sherlock I forgot my magnifying glass. Sherlock is looking like, this protagonist said, he's looking like, oh my God, what is this? He's like, okay, I'm looking at the train tracks. I'm looking at where this man's body was found, and I don't see no blood. I don't see no blood. This man's head was bashed in. There should be blood splattered everywhere. Ain't no blood. He was like, so what I deduce from this ain't where this man passed away at. What had happened was somebody didn't put this man's body over here, period. So we got to keep looking. So, he was like, Lestrade, I don't even know why you were in this story. I guess they just needed extra characters. Maybe there's a quota on characters. I don't know. They needed to meet quorum or something. I don't know. So he tells them, okay, go on away. Go on away. You're not going to hear from this man in this story anymore. Okay, wait. I lost my place in my notes, y'all. I'm sorry. I know, this is sad. So after he goes to the train tracks and figures out this is not where this man passed away at. So Sherlock is like, okay, maybe this man got caught stealing the papers and somebody caught him and then unalived him and then put him on these train tracks. Like, he was just coming up with anything because this case was just so bizarre. So afterwards, Sherlock was like, okay, let me go on over here to this, to talk with the brother who saw this man, let me go talk to the key holder dude, Mr. Walters. Let me go talk to Mr. Walters. Gets to the house. Are you ready for some disappointment?
Sure.
This man is unalived. He is gone too. No. Look, it's bodies everywhere today. So the brother answers, and Sherlock is like, wait, so your brother is unalive? The one with the key, he gone? And the brother was like, yes. And we're grieving, so I would appreciate if you leave. And so Sherlock is like, okay, cool. I get it. It's a sensitive time, So, whatever. The Colonel Walters, I should say. So Mr. Walters is unalived. Don't nobody know why. And Colonel Walters is sad. who is his brother. So Sherlock was like, well, let's get Jimmy on down to the fiance who got dished, not at the theater, not with the tickets. Let's go see what she's talking about. So Sherlock goes and talks to her. She's with Sir James or Sir Walter's, mama. The mama says she is distraught. She can't talk. We get it. So the fiance was, he asked her a bunch of questions. Miss Westbury. So he's like, hey girl, so we heard you got left. We heard you got left in the middle of the street by your fiance, girl. And she was like, yeah. He was like, do you know why? She's like, no, he just jumped out the stagecoach and just went running down the street. And so Sherlock was like, well, was he okay up until that point? And she's like, Scott, ask me that question.
Are you okay?
What would you do if I just hesitated like, oh.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so Sherlock was like, what you hiding, sis? And so she was like, well, he was acting a little bit funny and he kept talking about some papers and some government secrets and it's easy to steal and blah, 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 and this and that. And so Sherlock is like, okay, girl, this is crazy, but okay, girl, I don't know how you got there. Okay, girl. So after that, after we get that, okay, he was acting funny. Okay, wait, sorry. Because this story is kind of like, it's just a bunch of clues gathering. And Mycroft being amazing. Okay, wait, sorry. So afterwards, Sherlock is like, okay, well, we got to keep looking for these clues. So let's go over to the other dude that holds the key. So he's questioning him. And he's like, so how do we know you didn't do this? And how we know we didn't do that? And he's like, look, sir, I don't do all that. I will tell you this. All the paper, they took 3 papers. They probably needed to take more, okay? These papers are hard to copy. They got some top government secrets that other, countries want to know so they can build them the bomb ship. But they only got 3 papers. They probably needed 4 or 5 of the 10 papers to really understand what the hell they building. Like they may be able to figure out how to build it, but they missing like some key elements to it. So Sherlock is like, okay. And he's like, you would have trusted all these men, right? And old boy's like, yeah, I would have trusted each and every one of these men as if it was myself. They wouldn't have stolen nothing. So Sherlock is like, okay, cool. So at a point, Sherlock sends Watson back to the house and he's like, Watson, look, there's a couple of things I need to get out here and, do myself. I'm going to send you a letter. Just chill at the house and wait up for me. I'm going to send you a letter. Well, no, first before that, I'm sorry. Mycroft sends a letter. And it's like, hey, you might want to look at this other weirdo dude. We just gonna call him the bad guy because I can't find his name because I got way too many notes here. And it's not helping me. Okay. So Sherlock is like, so he's like, look at this dude, Big O. Go look at Big O. Mycroft is like, check out Big O. Big O is a dusty dude who likes to sell government secrets. You might want to check in on him. So at this point, Sherlock is like, look, Watson, and y'all, I'm going to step out for a minute. I'm going to send you a letter to let you know where to meet me at and when to come. Just hold tight. Scott, hold tight. Y'all hold tight.
Hold tight.
So Sherlock leaves, and he leaves for a very long time and comes back. And he's like, Watson, I said I was going to send a letter. I'm not. Because guess why? We got to break into this dude's house.
Oh.
So Watson at first is like, I don't want to break into nobody's house because it's just kind of not my thing. But Sherlock is like, dude, we are doing this for the government. This ain't just one of our regular cases. We ain't just trying to like charge people a bunch of money or do it for education. Sir, this is for the government. So Watson's like, you know what? You right. Let me put my big boy pants on. And we about to be out here breaking into people's houses. Even though we don't have a warrant. Even though we don't know if this man guilty or not. We just going over hunches. We just gonna break into his house. So they go ahead and they break into that man's house. Now, one thing they notice is this when they are, in the house, as they break into it, they notice that this man's house is right over the train, like the train run through it. And Sherlock is like, Ooh. Oreo Jr. lost his glasses.
Oh, no.
But that don't mean we can't see where this case is going, period. He's like, He was like, let me tell you what they did. Them fools unalived this man and put him, like, threw his body on top of the train. And that's when he fell off on them tracks and busted his head. That's why ain't no blood. Because look at the blood all in his house. Look at the blood all over here. This is where all the blood is. Thank God we broke in. Then also, Sherlock is looking around. He ain't really finding too much beyond the blood. But then he goes in this man's office, goes in his drawer where all the evidence usually is. Okay, y'all hear the office? This is me opening the drawer. It's my dishwasher, but pretend it's my drawer. And what's in there? This fool has been putting articles in the paper, communicating with somebody. And Sherlock is reading them and it's like, have my money, or have this, have the key, have that, have this, have that. Like every day there's something different. So Sherlock is like, I know exactly what the hell this is. So Sherlock is like, okay, Watson, one more time. Go on, sit down and wait for me. I'm going to send you a letter. When we're ready, y'all too, he going to send us a letter. So we got to wait. So he sends Watson a letter. And this is what it says. You ready, Scott? Because he's going to ask us to bring something. A.M. dining at Goldrin's Restaurant, Gloucester Road, Kensington. Please come at once and join me there. Bring your Jimmy. I don't think he's talking condoms. I think he's talking to like a crowbar. A dark lantern, a chisel. We about to go Michelangelo and just start making marble statues, I guess. And a revolver. You got yours, Scott? You got y'all's? Y'all got y'all's?
Go get it.
We don't know what the hell going on. We just know some man got dumped off on a train. And so, Watson was like, yay, let me go bring my stuff and I'm out. Thank God, Watson said, it was foggy because he would have looked kind of crazy just walking down the London streets with a crowbar, a chisel, a dark lantern, and, his pistol because they didn't have like open carry, back then. So, but thank God it was foggy. So we walk through the fog. He gets to the restaurant and Sherlock is like, I called Detective Lestrade. So, okay, he was in there one more time to meet quorum. And Mycroft, we're going to pull him out the Diogenes Club. He's going to get off his ass today. And we're going to meet up at, this specific location because I put an ad out in the mail in that column that this fool was using, telling him to come on over here. So, we all head on over. And so we're waiting in the dark. And all of a sudden, and Sherlock goes down, greets the person, and brings them back upstairs. And you're never going to guess who it was. I'm looking for the name because I didn't forgot already. Scott, are you going to take any guesses? Are y'all going to take any guesses?
The Walters dude.
Which one, though?
Oh, that's right. There were two.
Sorry. Well, one of them on the lot. It's Colonel Walters. It's the damn brother. It's the brother. It's the brother. He's just supposed to be visiting. It's the brother. So Sherlock hurries up, kicks that door. Watson like, freeze, freeze, even though he's not the police. And Detective Lestrade is there. And I feel like he should have had his gun. Like, why does Detective Lestrade never have his firearm?
I don't know.
Watson always got to bring his, and I got to bring mine. It might be a water gun. There's bleach in here. And so, you know, Sherlock is like, sit down, sir. Sit down. It's like Chris Hansen. Sit down. And so, you know, Sherlock gets to accusing him. He's like, yeah, so we know you unalive Mr. West. We know you did it. We know you stole them papers. We know you made a copy of your brother's key because he like one of two that got him. And we know it wasn't the other dude. We know you stole your brother's key. We know you made copies of it. And we know you gave it to somebody. Why the hell did you do it? And why did you kill that man? Why you kill that man? Why are you getting scared?
Because
I'm interrogating.
I know they get carried away saying being reckless with your mouth.
I was reckless. Oh, they're never going to monetize this. This is crazy. I just got on Scott. So why you unalive that man? Sorry, y'all. Whoopsie daisy. And so the colonel was like, I am as innocent as you are. I did not do it. But let me tell you who did it. Big O did it. He was like, let me tell you something. I am a gambler. It always be some gambling debts. It always be them gambling debts. Let me tell y'all, lesson learned for today. Don't gamble. Don't gamble. Don't do it. Just leave it alone. Anyway, so he had a bunch of gambling debts, as people do. He was playing with the stock market. I didn't even know the stock market was going on back then, but okay, period. He had some gambling debts from the stock market, and Big O was like, well, you owe me. So either I'm gonna maybe cut off a foot. I don't know what they did back then to get their money, or you can make keys to your brother. Your brother worked for the government, right? He's not the government. He's not Mycroft, but he works for the government, right? So why don't you go ahead, get me them keys, because there's this paper about this top secret, this G-14 classified ship that I'm going to sell to other countries once you give me that key and I break into the place. But when the colonel stole his brother's keys, his brother caught him. And his brother must have told, you know, Mr. West and them like, hey, this is compromised. Because remember, the fiance was like, he kept saying it's compromised and it's crazy over there and it's not secure and all this old foolishness. So he must have told the office like, hey, my brother might try to break into here. He stole my keys. It's compromised. So anyway, so Mr. West knew that the brother was having, you know, the brother, you know, was up to no good. So as they were on a stagecoach going to the theater, Mr. West saw the brother over at the, you know, at the job where he wasn't supposed to be. He jumps out the stagecoach to intervene in these fools going in that building because they weren't supposed to be there. He knew them keys were stolen. And so the colonel said when Mr. West came up to him, here come Big O, 1, 2, boop, 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 bust him upside the head, and the man expires. They still took the papers. And so Big O is like, hey, I don't have time to be copying all this foolishness. And we don't have Xerox machines. So what I'm going to do is steal these papers. And the colonel was like, no. That's going to get my brother in trouble. That's going to get my brother in trouble. No. We ain't even supposed to be doing this. No. So Big O was like, you know what? We ain't even got to do all that. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to take the 3 important parts and then leave these 7 on Mr. West. And we just going to dump his body on top of the train. The train be coming like it's right below my window. We just open the window, slide his body out, let whatever happen. They'll think it's a brain injury from falling out the train. Even though, do people do that? So he's like, I did not unalive this man. I don't know what the hell, I did it because I owe some money. I regret doing it. I am so sorry. Please don't arrest me. And so Mycroft comes up. He's sitting there because, he tired. He like Biggie Smalls. Do you want some redemption? Did I sound like Biggie Smalls?
Exactly.
Thank you. I should do voiceover work. Mm-hmm. And really what I want, and if anybody out there is a government official and can give me this, I want a job like Mycroft. Really what I want is somebody, I don't want to rise up. I just want a pension, and y'all can just bring me stuff and I can be like, girl, that don't even make no sense. Like, in what world do you imagine this paper is going to make it? Who said this policy makes sense? So if anybody out there wants to give me that kind of job, but I need money. Only if it's paying enough. Okay? Just putting it out there into the ether. So anyway, so Mycroft was like, wait, I forgot how I did it. You guys taking a lot of air. You want to redeem yourself? And so the colonel was like, yeah, because I'm real sad. My brother didn't unalive from a broken heart because I betrayed him. That's what the brother unalive for, because he was upset. He knew his brother sold that damn key and sold them papers, and it broke his heart. And so Mycroft was like, do you want to redeem yourself, sir? And he was like, yeah, I do. So he was like, get them papers. You know where them papers at? You know what they do with big old ass. And the dude was like, he told me something about Paris. And so Sherlock is like, okay, but we could do better. And so what he did was this. He said, okay, just sit down. Colonel, sit down and just take some dictation. Which is kind of Hawk Tuah and Kanye. Take some dictation. Okay. And so he was like, dictated, not read. Period. Dear sir, with regard to our transaction, you will no doubt have observed by now that one essential detail is missing. I have a tracing which will make it complete. So remember, the second key holder guy was like, he didn't even get all the papers that he needed to like really make this thing happen. So it is what it is. So now Sherlock is telling old boy to offer that one sheet that, he needs to make the money to sell it on the market, the black market. This has involved me in extra trouble, however, and I must ask you a further advance of £500. He gonna be rich back then, though. I will not trust it to the post, nor will I take anything but gold or notes, period. I would come to you abroad, but it would excite remark if I left the country at present. Therefore, I shall expect to meet you in the smoking room of the Charing Cross Hotel at noon on Saturday. Remember that only English notes and gold will be taken. Y'all can bring that too. So he writes the note, and I mean, the story pretty much just ends right there. It basically says that the dude came to get that paper. He had advertised that. Girl, he went on Facebook Market of that day. He went on the Facebook Market of that day and put them papers out there. And he did show up to where Sherlock told him to show up to get that fourth paper. And they arrested him. He got 15 years, but he unalived in prison the year after he got arrested. Oh, no. But let me tell you the good part of it. Remember, Mycroft kept saying, you're going to be the dude of the state. They're going to love you. Well, at the end, Sherlock comes with him. Sherlock walking around with a green ruby. He like, yeah, a green emerald. He got a little emerald. He just like flossy, like, yeah. Look at my wrist. Look at the flick of my wrist. That is not how you say wrist. Look at my wrist. So, Watson's sitting there, and I would have too. Like, hey, where you get the emerald from? Sherlock, like, a lady like that, I got them plans back. He was alluding to Queen Victoria. that concludes the story. It was more just, you know, he was on Pokemon Go time. He just needed to find some clues. He had to catch them all to know that the brother betrayed the other brother to get the key because he was gambling. Cost that man his life, really. Cost that woman her husband, all because he wanted to gamble. What lessons learned do you have, Scott?
Say gambling leads to no good.
It don't lead to nothing. It don't do you no good. It don't do no one no good. Unless you hit, then it does do you good.
Yeah, but you can't just keep losing.
Not if you hit first off. Remember when we had company come for New Year and they hit first time and twice?
Then they left and stopped doing it. But
yeah, you gotta stop. Stop when you up. Okay, so of course we got our Sherlock Scooby snacks because honey, we did a lot of walking. We had to interview a bunch of people. We didn't know who they was. They was making us nervous and it made our stomach hurt. And now we hungry. So I found these at Five Below. I didn't go to the Asian market today. I found these at Five Below. Yum, yum, yum. It is, I don't know what country this is from. It looked like China. I think these are from China. It looks like Chinese characters. And it's pizza potato chips. I'm excited. Scott, are you excited? Let's give a review. And y'all can it's Five Below. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. That satisfying pop. I can't tell I can't tell. Let's see here. Oh, these are good. I like them. They don't taste like pizza though.
yeah, I get cheese, but no, not pizza.
Well, it says melty cheese.
Yeah.
Pizza. But they have pepperoni on here, so it's confusing. These are good. Go to Five Below and get these. These are good. It's like cheese. Cheese chips. These good. Okay. Did you have any last, lessons learned? Did you guys put some in the comments if you want? Nothing left?
Don't gamble. Don't, commit espionage.
Don't do that. Don't steal from the government.
Don't unalive people.
Don't throw people out your window on top of a train. This is not Throw Mama from the Train. Remember that movie with Billy Crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Don't throw mama from the train. Don't throw nobody don't throw nobody on top of trains from your window. That's weird. Don't be stealing from your siblings and getting them in trouble. Don't do that. Like, this is a bunch of no's. Do make yourself indispensable to the government so you can get a random job that, only you can do. And if anybody is hiring to give me that type of position, I am here, honey. Call me. Anything else, Scott?
That's what I got.
Okay, well, from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace, love, happiness. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging out. Comment if you want. Definitely go get these chips. Like, as soon as I hit this button and in this is what we're gonna be eating. I'm gonna some of this koi. So anyway, we will see you guys later. Thanks